And now, Giant Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
Sports Talk Live. We have a special guest. We got Booney from Locked A's, and we're going to talk about it. Since we got the big series going on here in Oracle Park. So as I reached out to him yesterday on his live stream, he's like, "Hey man, let's do a collab," and you're like, "Let's do it." So here we are. We're going to get it done. All right, guys. As you can see, Giants won today. Big. All the offense was done by one man, Wilmer Flores. I don't know what is going on. But boy, that guy he had some at-bats today. Had a grand slam, the 3-run shot. He had a little bit of an assist from the left fielder in his glove, out his glove, and over the fence. And then he had that single shot later in the game. But man, that was something. Logan Webb went out there and does what Logan Webb does. You talked about it on your show yesterday, Booney, right?
Yeah, I sure did. Yeah, he was him.
Yeah, I mean, the thing you were worried about was the sinker. I mean, let's talk about it from the A's point of view. I mean, what'd you see from the A's lineup and trying to face Logan Webb?
You know, I felt the big thing, and I said it yesterday, is you kind of got to work at bats with Webb. You got to work counts. You got to get the counts up against Webb. He gets frustrated when counts gets to 8, 9, 10, 11 pitches. It really gets to him. And it's in his starts where he's had some problems in the past. It's batters that have worked him. And, a perfect example was the at-bat Lawrence Butler had even in the second inning. Langoliers walked a 3-1 count, worked a walk.
Mm-hmm.
Lawrence Butler chases the ball down low, tops it into the ground on first pitch. And, that was kind of the deal with the A's all night long. And you could let a pitcher like Logan Webb get into his groove. Forget about it. And on the opposite end, what do the Giants do? They are just a sound team from top to bottom. They work pitch counts. Everyone talks about Wilmer Flores' grand slam we were talking about before we came on. The key at bats was Fitzgerald and Ramos working 10-pitch walks.
Yep.
And then on top of that, Wilmer Flores hits works a 10-pitch. He hits the grand slam. 30-something pitches to 3 batters. I mean, that's just a good, sound team. And that's what makes the Giants good right now.
And you know what? You hit the nail on the head with the at-bats, because the Giants lately haven't seemed to have that patience. It seems like they either strike out or they just don't get that key hit. And you hit the nail on the head, man. The bottom of the line, I'll tell you something, Booney, what it was a big factor, having Fitzgerald back in that 9 hole. Dude, because that 9 hole was Koss was okay, right? Christian Koss was okay, but Fitzgerald, man, he is just, the Giants missed him during his time off. And look, and I think you kind of hit it. He gave you a good at-bat. Ramos always gives you, for the most part, a good at-bat. And then the longer that at-bat went with Flores, I was like, oh, this is not going to turn out well for JP Sears, because JP just didn't have it today. It just seemed like his command wasn't there. I saw the graphic, because I'm not too familiar with JP, but they were saying his last 5 starts have been pretty damn
lights
good.
Out as far as
right.
But again, a lot of the credit goes to the Giants hitters too. And defensively, they were good. How about that play Fitzgerald made up? the middle, that sliding stop. I mean, every time you felt like there was some sort of momentum to go the other way, the Giants made a hell of a play. Adames made a couple of those plays.
Yes.
And that's the thing with this Giants team is that top to bottom, they're kind of an old school club when you really think about it, right?
Yeah.
They don't have that one superstar. They beat you with
don't.
pitching. They beat you with defense. They pick their spots offensively.
Right, exactly. One guy I've been pretty high on is Jung-Hoo Lee. Is this the first time you really got a good look at him? Or
no, I've seen the Giants play quite a bit. I thought when Jung-Hoo Lee first came up and when he started playing before he got hurt last year, I said it to because I'm from the peninsula. This is Giants territory. A lot of Giants friends who are Giants fans. I go, Jung-Hoo Lee is going to be a future MVP.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
MVP. Wow.
Yeah. This is before he got hurt. Right. But I think he's that good defensively and offensively.
Wow. Well, there you go, man. You heard it here, right here on Giants Sports Talk Live. Jung-Hoo Lee, future MVP. I mean, dude, look what he's doing. I mean, granted, his power isn't quite there, but it's going to come. To be honest with you, I'd rather him just keep doing what he's doing. Just go out there and hit those frozen ropes and just get the doubles, right? Today, It was more like a little blooper over the third base.
That's what he does, though. That's what he does. He figures a way out to get it done, so
that's what I love about what some of the Giants do. And they were doing that early in the season. The last few weeks, not so much, is just put the bat on the ball. Because you never know. Once you make that contact, and if the ball finds grass, then guess what? You're cooking. Don't always just try to swing for the fences. That just drives me insane because, of course, the strikeouts start climbing. And it's like, come on, if the Giants are built to try to hit the home run, they're not going to succeed. They're just not. They got to play, as you said, some like old school small ball, advance the runners over, try to get that sacrifice if you can. But yeah, absolutely. One guy I was excited to see because I haven't really we went to one A's game so far. And man, that was a heck of an experience. I'll tell you, watching the game. That's the day Jason hit his 3 home runs in one game. The last one, a grand slam. But I wanted to see Jacob Wilson. Man, that kid, he is something, man. And that's something I love about the A's. A little bit jealous as far as for the Giants because the Giants, as far as young guys, okay, we got Ramos, we got Fitzgerald. But you guys got some good guys, too. You got Rooker. You got Lawrence Butler. You got Jacob Wilson. You got Soderstrom. You got brought up Kurtz. You guys got a young team.
Kurtz is a lot like, reminds me almost identical as a Bryce Eldridge, right? Same type of built, big left-handed power type of bat. Kind of has that, like, for those old schoolers out there, that Jim Thome type of look. You know?
He does.
Power to all fields, that sort of thing. And, so – we'll see, but I like what the Giants are doing with their team, and you guys, Giants fans, got to like it that they're this successful, and Adames and Chapman really haven't gotten going yet. And Chapman had a huge spring for the Giants. Mm-hmm. I thought he was going to get off just to it, and he hasn't. So that's a good thing, though, I think. So the whole thing I'm worried about a little bit with the Giants is past Webb. Do they have enough? You know what I mean? Right now, it's Robbie Ray, and
I like Ray.
Verlander, I like Ray, but I don't know if he's a number 2 for a championship team. Is what I'm getting at.
Gotcha.
And the whole Jordan Hicks thing. They messed around with that last year to the start of the season. It worked out. Then they went to the pen with him, and I don't know. He was a bullpen guy to begin with. So that's I think the Giants need to make a push for a start because, geez, that National League's loaded, isn't it?
Oh, my God, it is. Just in our division, let alone the rest of the league, it is, man. The National League is going to be tough. There's a lot of teams that are going to be vying for those 3 wild cards, right? Could the Giants win the division? Oh, man. I mean, come on. You got the damn Dodgers up there who are doing Dodger things.
You never know. You
never know, and that's the thing with baseball. I mean, you can't say it's not a guarantee or anything's set in stone. But to your point about the pitching, because tomorrow you're going to see Landon Roop. He'll give you about 4 or 5 innings, and then after that, then it's going to get a little bit weird. He just, again, as far as starting is concerned, he's still fairly young in the starting. That's why I was surprised that they put Roop in the rotation rather than Birdsong. But
yeah, me too. I was, because I think Birdsong's lights out.
He is. His last outing was a little bit weird with that. God, who is it that I can't even remember who the heck we played in this last.
That was Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona. That was a bad one. Hicks got lit up and Birdsong got lit up. But to your point about Hicks, I don't know if you got that. I thought there were some rumors about it in the offseason. Weren't they talking about making Miller a starter? Was there talk about that?
Were they talking about that? I didn't know. I
thought I saw some, and I don't know if they were talking about it. But the thing that makes me mad is Hicks has had success as a bullpen guy, a late inning bullpen guy. He has never – look, if you had success as a reliever in the MLB, there's a reason why you're not a starter, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So and again, Farhan and his infinite wisdom wanted to try to, I guess, do it on the cheap. I think they're only paying like $12 million a year, something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, put the guy where he succeeds. That's all I ask.
In the Giants' defense, though, it's like they have the best bullpen in baseball right now.
Right now.
Do you want to mess around with something that's working? I don't know. In my head going into the season, I was thinking Hicks 7th, Doval 8th, Walker 9th. I mean, that's pretty damn good. You get 6 out of your starter in Oracle ball game.
Yeah. Right. And another guy, you look at this, we saw flashes of him last year, then he got hurt, but Randy Rodriguez, gosh, dang.
Another guy. Who I'm surprised who hasn't really taken a step up is Kyle Harrison.
Yeah. I don't know. We've talked about it here on the show often. His delivery is a little bit weird. It's hard to replicate over and over. He's got that big leg kick after he follows through and his arm pulls. It's a little bit weird, but look, does that mean he's not going to succeed? No, but they're going to need some of these young guys to do something. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Senior softball games. He is a fan of both clubs, by the way. I think you've seen him in your chat before.
Booney, what do the A's need to do to win tomorrow? Yeah, Senior. I think the big thing, right? We need an outing from Severino. Severino has been lights out on the road. He has an ERA under 1 on the road this year. We need an outing from him. And what he has done, he needs to keep it up. And the A's just need to have better at-bats. Mm-hmm. They can't be chasing pitches against Roop all day long and give him what he wants. We got to be a little bit more patient at the plate. Right. We were a very, very aggressive team at the second half of last year, and we were successful. And baseball has adjusted to that. We need to adjust back a little bit. And the old outage of hey, as you constantly hear from A's management, hey, we're sluggers. Fine, I get that. We got to have better at-bats. And if we're not going to have better at-bats, they're going to tear us up. So I think we have a good shot at tomorrow. Severino needs to be who Severino has, and we need to be a better team offensively. But gosh, this Giants team is really good from top to bottom as well.
Yeah. When tomorrow, Roop, what you're going to see is what's up, Anthony?
You're going to see a lot of
huge curveball. Yeah. Huge curveball. Lately, it seems like his cutter seems to be a little bit flat. We'll see how it plays in Oracle Park today. His fastball, sometimes he has issues commanding a fastball. If what I noticed last time in his last outing, a lot of guys sat on that curveball. They just waited for it to come over and waited for a good one, and they hammered it. And again, that's one thing you got to worry about the A's, right? You guys got some guys out there that can slug, especially from the left side.
Yeah.
Another thing I noticed too, the defense is pretty decent, other than the guy not catching the ball in left field. Lawrence had a beautiful catch there in right field today.
Right now, we're one of the worst defensive teams in baseball.
Are you?
Statistically wise, yeah, and we were the worst defensive team last year as well. We were okay tonight.
You seem okay.
We didn't really have a whole lot out there, to really make mistakes on. But
right.
Giants were just good.
Yeah,
they were better. I didn't come in thinking we were going to win this game. I was hoping it would be a tight game going into the 5th, 6th inning. Then you get to the bullpen, and who knows? And it wasn't. I mean, it was just all that grand slam, and I'm like, geez, we're not going to get to Webb.
Yeah, Webb was just – and again, when Webb is throwing the way he did, it's going to be tough for any team, no matter who it is. Whether it's the A's, Dodgers, Yankees, name all the big teams out there. when Webb's throwing the ball that way,
Yeah.
it's going to be a long night for the opposition. All you could hope is mistake. The good thing, and I think you highlighted it, the defense by the Giants was fantastic. Except that eighth inning got a little bit weird. The Flores went off his glove, and then Fitzgerald couldn't, and then he tried to throw it home. It wasn't really a clean throw.
I don't know what Urias was even doing going home on that.
That was crazy. I was like, man, I mean, hey, he's trying to make the play. You got to, look, right? The defense has got to make sure you throw the ball and catch the ball. So a lot of things got to go right. But I think didn't he run through a stop sign? I think that's what they were saying.
He ran through a stop sign too. So, and then it got a little bit out of hand there, but you got to give. And also, Giants been struggling against left-handed pitchers. I was like, okay, this is going to be a perfect outing against for Sears. And
I think they were like 2-10 coming, something like that. They're like 2-10 coming in against lefties. I was like, man, this is going to be tough. When I saw that graphic pop up for JP Sears, I was like, man, this is going to be a long night for the Giants.
And Matos was a late scratch. I was like, okay, perfect. You got Villar in there. Like, all right, things are shaping up for us. Turned around Bailey to the right-hand side. I'm like, okay, perfect. I'm like, golly. It just hit us out of nowhere. 42 pitches for Sears in that third inning.
Yeah, that's a lot in one inning. I'm surprised they kept throwing him out there. I was like, they're going to have to go get him. They have to rescue him, but he got through it,
Four innings, He went four. He went one more inning after that. They sent him out for the fifth. And then
I don't know what the status of your bullpen, if it's kind of, because you guys were in LA, so I don't know if your bullpen got torched or not.
No, we're okay. I mean, the guys that we saw tonight was two guys that literally just got brought up today in Crook, the left-hander, and who was the other guy? Maldonado, the right-hander. Who got they got lit up a little bit, but they're literally their first outing for the A's this year.
Oh, gotcha.
And it looked it. So they were just there to eat up some innings.
And, and that's tough. Trying to get into another series after going down to LA, it could be tough sometimes, right? I mean, it takes a lot out of you.
Eric, I was telling on my shows, I was like, hey, this is a 19-game stretch for us. We've had 4 in Texas, 3 in Florida, and then we came home for 3 against Seattle, 3 against the Yankees, 3 on the road against the Dodgers, and 3 on the road against the Giants. 19 games. And I said at the beginning of those 19 games, let's go 9-10. If we go 9-10, we're something. And we're 8-9 with 2 games left. So
that's pretty good. Man, and I thought the Giants had a tough time going that 17-game stretch.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the Giants have been great too. They just ran into the thing with the Giants that everyone gets a little bit down about is they played in Minnesota, who's been an absolute tear.
Dude, we've caught them at the wrong time. There's no doubt about it. I think they're still winning. I think they're on 12 games in a row or something they've won.
And Arizona's as good as anybody in baseball.
Yep. And that's tough, right? Because what made it even more difficult, because we went to Chicago. I was worried about that Chicago.
What a series that was.
Oh my God. The first game was an absolute disaster. And then you win the next 2, and it's like, okay, man, that's huge. Now let's go into Minnesota. I knew Minnesota was going to be a little bit difficult, but I didn't think we'd get swept. That was tough. And then we come home, and we got, like you said, Arizona, and Arizona's playing really good. They got some of their guys back. They got Ketel Marte back, and it's just, man, and we wind up paying there, especially on that last game. But no, absolutely, yeah. If you guys could come out of this road trip, like you said, 9-10, man, you're looking pretty damn good.
Yeah.
What is the biggest weakness right now with the A's? Is it the bullpen?
Starting pitching. Oh, no question about it. I mean, we're just giving up tail every time. Severino has in at home. We don't win at home, man.
Right.
We have the best record, even with we've lost 3 in a row. I believe we still have the best road record in all of baseball, or one of the best records. We have the worst home record, and we are just getting shelled at home.
Okay.
Our starting pitching, Severino has an ERA over 6 at home. Jeffrey Springs has been getting shelled at home. Sears has been okay. The 4 and 5 spot with our rotations always seems to be up in the air as far as who's going, Our bullpen, our back end of our bullpen, our last 4 guys are really, really good, but the front end is awful. An ERA over 10, 11, 12, something like that. So pitching in the offseason was an issue. We tried to address it with Severino and Jeffrey Springs. Springs has been good the last 3 starts, but we just don't have that depth. It was like a lot of what happened tonight was a mirror of the season so far when we're losing,
Gotcha.
And in order for the A's to be successful, Butler and Rooker need to be superstars.
Gotcha.
They're not close to it, right? Mm-hmm. They're not playing even close to it. Butler's really, really struggling. So I'm happy with where we're at, and I'm kind of like, we could be better too.
It seems like your superstars right now is Soderstrom and Wilson, right?
Yeah, you know what's funny? Here's the funny part. During the offseason, my biggest 2 concerns, I talked about it once a week, my biggest 2 concerns were Soderstrom and Wilson.
No, hey, that's the beauty of the game, right? That's the thing. I say this all the time on the show. It's baseball, right? Because you just never know. That is funny. But what do you think? Okay, let's talk about this ballpark. Because when I found out they're going to be playing in Sacramento, do you think there's something about the ballpark that just makes that ball fly? Is it maybe they see the ball? Maybe the players see the ball better?
No upper deck.
Open. It's open up.
No upper
There's
deck.
Nothing to blow.
It's windy and it blows. And yes, there is a little bit of elevation. And yes, it does get hot, but it's windy out there. If you go out there,
the Delta breeze, dude.
Yeah,
it blows
now,
to
it
right
could
field.
be blowing in at certain times. Blows out most of the time, right?
Yep.
And when it's blowing out, it flies. But when you don't have an upper deck to block that wind, it is wide open, right?
Yep.
And balls just fly.
They do, man.
They absolutely do.
Some of the home runs, matter of fact, the home runs that we saw at the game that we went to, that one had the one that Goldschmidt hit went to center field, and then Dominguez had an opposite field that was just a bomb. The funny thing is, off the bat, it didn't sound loud. The matter of fact, it was on the exit velocity. It happened to be the hardest hit ball. Was Lawrence Butler. He hit one off the top of the wall. It just exploded off the bat.
Yeah.
But and I think that's what it is. That third deck, it opens everything up and the ball flies.
And you have those short fences in right field, and it's just, and it's
hard for you to be a home team. It's not really a home team advantage when,
No. I mean, it's just, they try to set it up that way. It's just, the problem with it too is they talk about it. It's excuse. Severino doesn't like playing there, and he's made it public in the papers and that sort of thing. Same thing with Lawrence Butler. And at a certain point, it's like, it kind of is what it is. And right now, what the Giants have done a hell of it. I'll be honest, going in the offseason when the Giants were put together their team, I didn't really like their team. I thought signing Adames for what they did was too much and all that good stuff. But what the Giants have done and what they are doing is what the Dodgers have been doing. And you could say whatever you want about the Dodgers and what they spend. The Dodgers do a hell of a job of building culture. And the Giants are starting to do that right now as well. They have a bunch of guys that like each other, that are professionals day in and day out, that like playing with each other. They have a good mix of young guys. And that's what's really, really impressive about what Buster has built over there.
Nice.
And the A's right now, they're not a tough team. They're young. They don't have that grittiness to them. Last year's team was a lot tougher than this team. And I think a big difference of it is like when you have guys fighting for their careers and fighting for a contract and fighting for their jobs and to stay in the big leagues, you're going to have a different attitude going in rather than signing that long-term contract.
Now that I think about it, who is your veteran guys out there in the position? They're all young, right? I think your veterans
Rooker would be our only veteran guy, but Rooker and Severino. But I mean, it's even tough with Severino because Severino wanted to go back to New York.
Yeah, he did. That's right.
He wanted to go back to New York for less money. And they weren't going to offer him the contract. So it's tough. The only leader right now is Rooker, and Kotze is more of a player's manager, right? And I don't think that fits with this group where you have a bunch of young guys.
Yeah, you got to have that veteran core in there.
I think you need that Ron Washington type. And listen, I like Kotze. I'm not, it has nothing to do with it. But with all that being said, for us to be where we're at, I'm happy with it. but we need to get better. We need to get better. That's for sure.
That's cool. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, you guys are still in it. It's not like you guys are out.
No,
You guys are
of
what?
course. 2.5 back. Yeah.
Man, as long as you're there, right? That's all that matters. And I don't think you guys are really dealing with injury, right? I think for the most part,
we have Zach Geloff that's out, but at the same time,
he wasn't doing much, right?
Luis Urias is covering for him, and he's tearing it up.
He's doing fantastic for you guys, right?
We're 3 back right now. Seattle doesn't seem to ever lose. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. And then we have
Andujar's been playing decent there at third base.
Andujar's been great at third. So Wilson's great at short. Urias is fine. Kurtz at first. He's a young kid. Langlier's behind the dish. The issue with us is our pitching. Our pitching needs to pick up, and we need to start winning some games at home. You expect to be a 500 team at home. If we're a 500 team at home, we're a first place team.
Yeah, right. There you go. There you go. It's funny because usually it's the opposite. You want to be 500 on the road, and when you're home, you want to be closer to like 600, right? That's kind of where you want to be. A little bit different. Hey, but if it works, man, I tell you what.
You think Birdsong's going to get put in that rotation?
I think so. I think it's a matter. I don't think Hicks. I don't know how much more time Hicks has got. He's got to be on a short rope when it comes to because his last outing, man, that was pretty damn awful.
Yeah. How about is there any word of Wisenhunt coming anytime soon?
No word. I know he's taking care of business in the minor leagues, and I think the next guy's up. I think the first guy up for the rotation is going to be Birdsong. Second guy, Harrison, and then if they have to go to a Wisenhunt, something went wrong somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It's but Wisenhunt, man, he is absolutely taking care of business right now.
Yeah,
taking care of business. And this is a little bit further down the road, but I don't know. We're going to have to do this again, absolutely, later on down the road,
for sure.
But we're a couple of months away from trade deadline. What does it look like for? You guys in your farm, does it look like you could trade for, like you said, maybe a pitcher?
I think the type of guy we'd have a chance at getting is like a David Weathers from the Marlins, left-hander. There's not a whole lot out there. Tampa Bay has a who's the guy from Tampa Bay? I'm missing his name off the top of my head. You would know him.
McClanahan?
No, it's the other kid. Anyway, I'll think of him in a second. But there's not a whole lot out there that we can really get our hands on, right?
Right.
I mean, who's out there right now from a team that is out of it? That's a real good pitcher.
Right. And that's the thing. You got to find a team that's out. Well, and I think a lot of clubs are going to be after him. You got Sandy Alcantara out there in Miami.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But the thing with him is he needs to start pitching.
He does. And I think he will. I said this with Ray last year. When he came up, I was like, don't expect much from him because again, he's only at that point when he first came up, he was only like 13 months removed from Tommy John. Yeah. Last thing that comes back is command. So just give him some time. And I said, next year he's going to show some. I didn't think he was going to be this good, but he's showing some. And I think Alcantara here's the thing. If you're trying to win now, it might be a little bit more touch and go rather than being a sure thing. Next year, for sure, it will be a sure thing. But the thing is you'll have control with him.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah.
Now you're young. Is all your big prospects, are they already up? Like Kurtz? Is there any other guys in the farm that are?
I mean, we don't have a lot of pitchers. The pitchers we have are more at the AA level, right? And they still need another year. They're not ready. They're not ready to make the AA jump to the big leagues. We don't have anybody that's really ready from AAA.
Right.
I mean, we saw the 2 pitchers that came out tonight. I mean, they were tearing it up in AAA. I tell a lot of people, it's like, you just can't. The jump from 3A to the big leagues is a big deal.
Huge. It's huge.
What's his name? Maldonado, who came in and then in the bottom of the 8th and gave up several runs. I mean, his ERA was 0.52 in like 7 outings in Vegas. And he pitches 1 inning today and the Giants eat him up. Yeah. It's just a big jump.
I bring this up a lot on the show because some people, you know, you got to have patience to a certain extent, because baseball, more than any other sport, it takes time. It takes, I mean, like a kid in college, whether it's basketball or football, you're playing in the NFL or the NBA, and you're going to have somewhat success. In the MLB, man, there's very few times does a guy come up and they're just automatically, you know, hitting on all cylinders. I think this is from your guys.
D3500. Problems between D3500. Yeah, I agree with you. It is between the ears, man. 100%. At the same time, we got to fight a little bit more, right? D3500, we got to fight a little bit more, and that's what we're not doing. We didn't fight tonight against Webb. I don't think it would have made much of a difference, but we didn't have that same type of fight in at-bats as Fitzgerald, Ramos, and Flores had against Sears in the third inning. That's what I do know. They fought those at-bats. And that right now is the difference between the two teams as far as professionalism and experience and how they're brought up. It'll come. I have no doubt it'll come, but right now that's where we're lacking. Is it between the ears? Absolutely. But also we got to have a little bit more fight in us as well.
There you go. Real quick, guys, for those of you in Giant Sports Talk Live, make sure you check out Locked On A's. Booney, you do a postgame every game, right?
Every game.
Every game. There you go. So if you guys want to get your information about the A's, you touch on other MLB topics as well, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's a lot of MLB topics going on with the A's right now. So.
Right. Ain't that the truth? Right?
Too many, yeah.
But yeah, there you go. But yeah, I talk about that all the time too. You know, baseball, the mental game, you know, as you said, between the ears, that's huge. If you don't have it, again, a good example for the Giants, I'm not sure for the A's, you could bring up that, an example for the A's. Camilo Doval, I think, has had an issue. The dude has the stuff, but
he's starting to go right now.
Dude, he's going now.
Yeah.
He is doing today's outing, even though it was already blown out. He came in and just throwing, man. I was like, man, now that's the Doval I remember seeing in the past. So he's got that confidence back now, and I think he's going to be in a lot more high leverage situation. So
is Eldridge going to come up?
Oh, dude,
he had a bomb tonight, I believe.
He had two of them. One of them was an absolute nuke. That's something that I'm going to be keeping my eye on. I don't think it'd be a disservice, I think, to him.
You think so?
But I think he's going to get that call up. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a call up by June.
Because it would
not be surprised.
It would be, he's at first, right? So it would be Flores and Eldridge platooning for the most part at first, right?
Yes, and then Wade he would have to be a pure bench player, which is fine, because there is something going on with Wade, and it's just not there. Yeah. Eldridge today went 3 for 4, 4 RBIs, and
what's he hitting?
He's batting .306 with a .966 OPS.
Ooh.
And that's in Double-A. That's a pitchers league, and he's able to get that done in a pitchers league, dude. Man, that's the thing about a Giants fan. You want to we're earning for that one guy to come up, you know, that superstar that we haven't had for what? Well, let's say Buster Posey, right?
Yeah.
Man, dude, he's exciting. The guy, I don't even know what a comp to him would be. You mentioned Kurtz. Kurtz is a lot more bigger.
Like I said, I'm sorry. The Kurtz, I think
he's bigger now.
I think Kurtz and Eldridge are like Jim Thome.
Yeah. Okay.
Just a big left-handed stick that has power to all fields.
Yeah.
Not necessarily swift of feet. Can get it done defensively. Nothing special though.
Serviceable in the field.
Yeah. That's what I think. That's what they look like. But who knows?
Eldridge, and the thing with Eldridge, God, I don't know how old. Like 20 years old, man. 20.
Is he 20 years old? That's it,
20.
Huh? Oh, wow.
20.
They're probably going to make him go to AAA before they bring him.
Oh, absolutely. He'll be in AAA, and maybe at the I don't know if it's at the least or at the most. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him up in September as a call up, unless
depending on what's going on, right?
Yes.
The Giants they're going to be in a race from here on out. It's just going to be a race.
It is, and the funny thing is because they got off on such a hot start. Even if they finish, I think a guy in our chat, Dallas Heiliker, he mentioned it, that even if they went 500 after going on that torrid pace, they're still going to be at like about 85 wins, somewhere around there. So if you could do just a tad better than 500 the rest of the way through, they're in the mix. It's gonna be fun to watch. I mean, heck, even the A's. Look what's going on with the A's. I mean,
it's American League's down. So I've said it for a while. I think 81, 81, 82, and 80 gets in the last spot in the wild card.
Wow.
In the American League. The American League's just down. It's not the national.
What do you think about Texas? Do you think they're on the way back? I know they got to start hitting, but they got some decent pitching. DeGrom looked like he
That's the thing, man. I mean, if Texas starts hitting, you're looking at maybe one of the best teams in all of baseball, because I didn't expect the rotation to be this good. DeGrom, Male, Evalde, Leiter.
Right.
It's unbelievable. They're hitting. You'd expect their hitting to be better, and it just hasn't. And when Seager's healthy, he's been hurt. That's the team I'm worried about. Is Texas.
Right. Because I mean and you got Bruce Bochy out there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
He knows how to lead his men into battle.
Texas
no doubt about it.
They wanted his head like 20 games in. It's crazy. Fans are crazy.
I know, dude. It's like
Jesus.
I tell you what, man. And look, we get crazy here sometimes, and on Giant Sports Talk Live. It's just you know what it is. You get riled up for each game, and I tell people this, and I'm guilty of it as too. But if you ride on every single game, you're going to be for a long season. But it's 162 games, and you got to be able to keep that in the back of your mind. Like, this isn't the end. We're only here. This is May 16th. It's not freaking September 16th. So you got time, right?
And even like teams, even fans, when we talk about signing free agents, everyone wants to spend just to spend.
Yes.
The best decisions the Giants have made is the guys they didn't sign, the Carlos Correa, the Rodon. You know what I mean? Those are the guys that's like everyone complains, hey, we should have signed him. I can't believe we missed him. Then all of a sudden it works out.
It does. It did. No,
100%.
That is true. That is true. But we also missed out some guys that were surefire. It's like missed out on Harper, missed out on Judge. But I think to be honest with you, Judge was a Yankee dude.
He was a Yankee. Harper, I hear you. It was tough to get those guys.
Yeah. Now Harper was probably gettable. You just had to go out there and just spend a little bit more, and that would have been awesome. But no, I get it. I understand. Yeah. And as far as Giants fans, it's because the Giants are like the 5th richest team in the MLB.
That's
use that a little bit as some leverage. Now, A's on the other hand, you guys are more on the bottom as far as the payroll is concerned.
So? You think?
Yeah,
that's what I've heard.
Well, you guys opened up the book a little bit this year, and again, I think
we had to. It wasn't. Yeah, we had to we had to get to 105 million to participate in the revenue sharing. So.
Right.
But you know what's interesting about the whole spending things, like we spent 10 million on Jose Leclerc. He's on the 60-day IL. When he was in there, he was getting blasted. Jeffrey Springs, 11 million. He's been better lately, but for the most part, he hasn't been bad. Severino, 21 million. So we had to get guys. We had to spend money. It wasn't anything we were just kind of trying to do to improve the squad.
Exactly. And we've kind of kicked this around. What would it be like?
Yeah.
What if there was an ALCS between the A's and the Rays?
Wouldn't that be something, huh?
They would probably move, right? They would probably play in Miami, and then they maybe go, or I don't know if they play in Oracle, or maybe go back to the Coliseum.
God, that would be a mess, man. That would be a mess.
Worst trade? Oh God,
Eric, that was far. Worst trade.
He didn't trade a whole lot. His trades were somewhat okay. His free agent signings, Tommy La Stella.
Yeah.
I mean, Jorge Soler, he lasted only but 3 months.
Oh God, Jorge Soler was bad. Yeah.
That was horrible. Mitch Haniger.
Oh God.
You know what I'm saying, dude? His free agents, Hugo, horrible. His trades, he traded for Ray, so that was okay. I was okay with the trade.
That was robbery. They did rob that one.
Yeah, they did.
Because they gave up Haniger in that one too.
Right, and I think he traded for a Ruff, and that was okay in 21. In 2021, that was okay. He traded
Tyro.
Tyro was good.
That was good.
Tyro. Lamont Wade, other than this year, and then he had a couple of years where he was hurt, he was decent. Chris Bryant, that was a great move.
Totally.
Because him and Posey were the only ones hitting in that postseason in the DS. Unfortunately, it was enough. So his trades were okay, but his free agents, man, and maybe his draft picks a little bit.
What hurt Farhan, in my opinion, was just kind of his smugness when he talked.
Oh, dude.
He was so smug. He just was so
I'm smarter than you. And
yes. Yeah. How dare you question me on that? And I think you combine that with were you a Kapler guy? I wasn't a
no.
No. Yeah. And
not
both of them were just so it was like, come on, fellas,
Dude, I tell you, we were making fun of Kapler all the time, and I was over on NorCal with Dan. Oh my God, dude. His Instagram talking about food reviews around the
city, Jesus, Cap.
Dude, come on, man. Focus, dude. You gotta focus. But and then Farhan had something. He took down all the memorabilia of the world championships in the clubhouse, and it's like, that's your identity. Well, how can you? Right. It's just it was an absolute mess. They should have got rid of him a year prior. But hey, what are you gonna do? Now we're in better hands. Now, if you want to talk a little bit about this, Buster Posey, guy, he's gonna bring the baseball philosophy. He was only playing 4 years ago. Yeah, he knows what it's like to put on the spikes and go out there and play. So he watched how Bochy went about his business. He saw how Sabian went about his business, and it's going to pay dividends. Now, here's the deal. Can he do the business side? Can he manage a 40-man roster? Can he get a trade? Can he do free agent type of moves? That's going to be telling. And, this is good. He's going to get his first crack at it here in a couple of months. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting because I think the team does. You look, basically this is Farhan's team minus Verlander and Adames. That's it. So he's going to have to get his quote unquote fingerprints on it. And it's going to take a couple of years. And again, people are going to ask, they're going to call for his head. I guarantee you there's going to be certain fans out there that are going to call for his head, but that's fine. You want to go out there. That's it. That's your opinion. But I try. There's times I'll lose it, but I try to.
Now, let me ask you this. Would you do Elder, Wisenhunt, a couple first rounders for the next few years for Skeens?
Oh, man, dude. Wow, Skeens is such a machine.
I think Skeens in Oracle. Are you kidding?
Golly.
That's what it would take.
That's what it will take.
And it would probably take it might even take like a Patrick Bailey too.
See ya, Patrick. It was nice knowing you, man.
Yeah. Man, maybe get Joey Bart back in the deal.
Oh, I know, right? Get Joey Bart back from Pittsburgh. Dude, could you, if he pitched in Oracle Park, that guy would be absolutely unstoppable.
Yeah.
I don't think he would ever lose in Oracle Park, man.
Yeah. It would take that, maybe even more to get him. But I think it's doable.
Absolutely. Damn. Woo-wee.
I think it's doable.
And
I'll be surprised if Pittsburgh don't deal him at the deadline.
Interesting.
I think they'll deal him.
You think so?
Yeah, at the deadline.
Wow. Yeah, because you're just not close. Is that why?
If they're not going to build, what's the point of having him? I mean, you're just
right.
You know what I mean?
He's wasting away.
Right. I mean, so you're just going to wait for his years to come up, and then when it's time to pay him, you have to, the closer he gets to that time, his value is going to go down.
If I'm not mistaken, I think the owner of Pittsburgh, he isn't very popular in Pittsburgh, right?
No, he's not.
No. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? Because they got a few. They got Bubba Chandler, right? And Mitch Keller.
They got
wait, who's the other guy?
What's his name? I know who you're talking about. I can't think of it. I know who you mean.
Another flamethrower.
He's their second starter. Jeez, someone help us out here. I know what you mean.
Is it? Hey, chat. Who is that? It starts with a J. I want to say Jared or
something. Jones. Jared Jones.
There it is. Thanks, Mike. Yep.
Right Jared Jones.
Yeah. So they got some young pitching. Oh my God. Could you imagine? You know who I could see the Dodgers. I just could see the Dodgers. If they were to do that, I could totally see the Dodgers doing that.
They're such scum.
I know, man. But you know what? They're good at what they do.
They are good.
Come on. Yeah. I mean, I can't stand them, but you got to give it to Andrew Friedman. And he's got a damn ownership group who are like, how much again? It's like, man.
Yeah,
because that's the one thing that's one of their quote unquote their follies right now is the starting pitching just is not there for the Dodgers right now.
Yeah,
Snell's on the shelf with his shoulder.
Glasnow.
Roki Sasaki is now
down a little bit. Yeah, they just figure it out, man. They just figure it out. Those bastards.
They do, man. Oh, so you got the same hatred for them as
oh yeah, how can't you? Jesus.
I know, dude. But it's going to be interesting. Anything else surprising? Oh, did you see the reception Juan Soto got?
But yeah, that was great.
Oh my God! They all turned out there in the right field bleachers. They all turned their back on him. Oh, classic New York stuff, right? That's classic New York stuff.
I was glad the Yankees took that one.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Yeah, man. Absolutely. And the Rockies lost again. Jesus, 7-37. One of those wins against the A's, though.
Yeah, right. And then one of those wins was against the Giants, man.
Did they? Oh, that's right.
They beat us in the first game. Oh my God, we were losing our mind. It's like, how can you lose?
Yeah,
to the
it was in San Francisco too. Ryan McMahon with the bomb that game. I saw that game.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. Oh my God, it was good to see Corbin Burns came back looking strong.
Yeah.
They're going to need him. I wanted the Giants to sign him. Granted,
I thought they were going to get him, and I guess they weren't even. I guess at the end of the day, they weren't even close. Burns was saying.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. Once they signed Adames, I was on the show. I was like, guys, don't worry. Giants are signing freaking. There's no way. He was the shortstop that played behind Corbin Burns. They got a relationship, dude. They got this in the bag. They weren't even close.
Hitter's ballpark. Pitcher's ballpark. I thought it was perfect.
Yep. But he's from quote unquote the area, Bakersfield. Sort of, kind of. Still considered Northern California.
Right.
They're not below the grapevine, but And then he went to school in St. Mary's. So you thought, hey, this is it's adding up. It's a pitcher's ballpark. Hey, you're going to be in it every game. You're pitching here in Oracle. Hugo chimes in. Yeah, Friedman has Farhan now. Yeah, you know what Farhan's doing? He's doing nothing, man. He is not. He isn't doing a damn thing. Maybe he's out there scouting junior college players or something. I don't know. He ain't going to be part of that damn thing. Mike chimes in. Skeens would be Lincecum 2.0. Yes, the energy, dude. That guy is something. I know, right? Man.
Packed house, sold out crowd tonight, though.
Yeah. How many? Hold on. Let me see what it was. Usually 38? Friday nights. 41,000 today in the 41. Wow. Matter of fact, hey, let's do it here real quick. Let's get this. We've already kind of talked about it, but let's break it down real quick. Here we go.
Today's Giants in Review on Giant Sports Talk Live.
No, the final 9-1, the Giants, they improved 26-19. A's go below 500, 22-23. Athletics scored 1 run on 5 hits. No errors. Giants, 9 runs on 13 hits. 8 of them came off the bat of Wilmer Flores. But as Booney, as you rightly said, there were some really good at-bats ahead of Flores for him to get those RBIs. Webb improves to 5-3 with a 2.4 ERA. Sears drops to 4-3 with still a respectable 3.3. Ramos with a hit and 2 walks. Flores, 3 hits. We all know those hits. 8 RBIs. Jung-Hoo Lee with 2 hits. Chapman with 2 hits. Adames with 2 hits. Koss, I don't think he had an at-bat. He just came in defensive replacement. Yastrzemski had a hit. VR, no hits. Wade, no hits with 2 strikeouts. Again, still betting on the interstate. Bailey had a hit and a walk. And then, of course, Fitzgerald had a hit and a walk. He had 2 strikeouts. But that, like you said, that at-bat that he had was pretty awesome. I think he drew a walk on that one right before the shortly before the
who's that? Fitzgerald?
Yeah.
Fitzgerald, drew a walk.
He drew a walk. And as you can see, had a couple of doubles, one by Fitzgerald, by Lee, by Chapman, and then the home runs we already know. Runners in scoring position. This is huge. The Giants, man, 500 with runners in scoring position.
It's huge.
You don't see that every day on a Giants box score. And this is the right here. Look at this. 8 innings, only 5 hits, 2 walks, only 4 strikeouts. But again, the ground ball master, man. That's what he is. And then Doval, huge inning, 3 strikeouts.
Jesus, I didn't even. Oh my God, he's at 1.31 this year, huh?
Yes, dude. I'm telling you, he is coming around, and it's good to see because the Giants. Because Walker is a little bit. He's been a little shaky. Off. He has been in big moments too.
Yeah,
in real big moments.
Yeah. I've been surprised at that.
And it's a good option to have in the event that, if you have to go to a different closer, well, you got one in house. And the only thing the Giants, and I don't know what they're going to do with Harrison, because now they have 2 lefties in the bullpen with Harrison. But I was a little concerned about only having that one lefty of Eric Miller. And the guy,
how's Eric Miller been?
He's got some great stuff, but he likes to walk guys, man.
He sure does. He
likes to walk guys.
Yeah, it fits on the A's walking guys.
Oh, that drives me nuts.
The A's have tonight. He's had a ton of walks, I think 7.
Oh, here, let me see. The Giants walked. They walked 5 times. Giants walked 5 times.
Yeah.
And Giants struck out 8. And you guys didn't strike out a lot, only 7. Just again, it's all that weak contact that
Webb. Yeah,
Webb
was out early, and that's great.
Man,
well,
I tell you.
Great thing about baseball, we go back at it tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's only going to be May 17th. And the series is the key is to win the series. That's what you want to do. Right. You want to win series. If you drop the first one, it's not the end of the world. No. If you drop the third one and it's a sweep, well, then it's
yeah. I just don't want to get swept here. Giants a good ball club. Giants with good ball club. Really, really good. They're a grind, and they come to play they don't take days off. You have to beat them. They're not going to give you anything. And
that's fair.
And that's what you got to expect from a veteran ball club with some young talent.
And that's the thing is the Giants, the pitching is there with the exception of Hicks and Roop, Roop more. I like Roop more better than Hicks, but Hicks, man, I don't know.
Verlander?
Verlander's been doing okay. You know what? He's been snake bit, dude, right? He leaves the game with a lead and then the bullpen comes in and just gives it up. It just gives, and it's like, man, the guy can't. He doesn't even have a win, not even.
Is that right, huh?
And I think he's got just over a tad over a 4 ERA, something like that. So I mean, he's okay. I mean, gosh, he's 42 years old, and he's still going. He's still out there throwing 6 to 7 innings. So I mean, he's doing his part. Unfortunately, yeah, you know how it was when Matt Cain would pitch. They would just never have run support when he pitched on that day. Well, that's kind of what's going on with Verlander. Senior brings up a good point. Would you guys trade Harrison and Hicks for Butler?
Ooh, I would make that trade. I would do that
mainly to get Harrison, right?
To get Harrison and Hicks. I like Hicks in the bullpen. Hicks in the bullpen. Hicks is the high leverage guy. I don't think he's. I think he wants to be a starter. I get it. I mean, who knows? He could still move to the starting rotation for the A's. That'd be an uptick for us, but I would make that move. I'd make that trade.
Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah, I would. To get Butler? Yeah, Butler's a young guy he's got potential. He's got a lot of potential. Because look, right field next year, we don't know what's going to happen in right field next year. I don't think Yaz comes back. I'm just saying he's going to be 34 years old, and I just don't see. He's putting out a great season today or this year, but I mean, do you want to sign? Because he's going to be a free agent. So he's probably going to want to try to get some money. And I don't know if the Giants are going to want to pay that. And they would love to have a young guy out in right field. Because you already got Lee. You got some youth in the outfield. You got, a 25, 26-year-old Lee. You got a 25-year-old Ramos. I like what they're having outfield as far as the center and left field.
Like Yaz will get like something like a 2 and 20, 2 and 25.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now this year he's doing a lot better. What about Butler? Has he got an attitude problem?
Yeah, the big thing with Butler is that what he's getting at. So last year, Butler has a big attitude, right?
Yep.
When things are going great for Butler, he's awesome, happy, smiley, everything's great in the world. And then once some adversity kicks in, he starts pouting, throwing his bat, slamming his bat on the thing. And he did that last year. And he got sent down in the first half. He figured it out in Vegas, came back up, and tore it up. Well, now we're seeing the same thing from Butler this year. And here's the deal. I mean, Butler, this is something that Butler has addressed about himself during the offseason. So it's like nothing we're just kind of making up. This is an issue that he notices is going on, but it's come up. The difference this year now, he signed to an extension.
Yeah, I was going to say, they gave him some money.
So you can't do him that now.
Why do you think the A's did? They didn't have to give him the extension, right? How many more years of ARB does he have?
Shoot, he's signed through 32 now.
It takes out all his ARB years and probably a couple of years.
Yeah, they signed it after the ARB and so forth. Yeah, so it's something, I forget the details of the contract. It's good. I want to say like something like 11, 12 million a year. I could be wrong on that, but it signs him through 30, I believe, with the ARB and all that good stuff. Yeah.
See, so you're getting paid more than you would have as a league minimum, because normally in this day and age, you're hitting free agent at the age of 30.
Right.
So he's still got the chance to go out there and make his bag once he's done with this contract with the A's.
Yeah. So we got, like I said, I think we got him signed till 30 or 31 or 30, something like that. Listen, and he tore it up last year, and he came into spring training and he started tearing it up as well. So I was like, he's ready. And that's when they signed him to extension in spring training. And since then he's been hasn't been.
And I'll tell you what, me and Ibrahim, he's usually in the chat. I haven't seen him yet. He might be busy. When we watched his at-bats, dude, all his at-bats, solid contact. Unfortunately, it was Adam balls. The only one that didn't was that double he hit out the wall, and he absolutely crushed that thing. So he's got that potential. There's no doubt about it. But yeah, again, we kind of go back to that whole mental thing. If you're kind of
that's the whole thing with him. It's early, right? We're 45 games in.
That's it. Yeah, right.
A lot of baseball left.
Yes.
We'll see. We'll be all right. We'll be okay. So, like I said, let's take this for, we're playing some tough teams in this stretch. We're young.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. And I think you get to see the Giants in July, right? Is it 4th of July? Is it 4th of July?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, wow. That's going to be awesome, dude.
That's the great thing about baseball, though. It's like, hey, we win tomorrow and Sunday. Now we're having like an opposite conversation. Oh, we're ready to play.
Right.
Baseball's crazy. Hey, we beat the Dodgers a few nights ago throwing a freaking party. Now we lose. It's like,
right. Oh, dude, we were following the A's the entire time when they were playing. Like, we'd be doing our post game. I'd bring up the game day with the dots and everything.
Yeah.
We're pulling for the A's, man. And in that one game, they had it close, but then they just couldn't.
Baseball. That's what's cool about. That's why I love baseball, though. Every night's a little different.
Are you ever going to try to catch a game in Sacramento, or not even? It's kind of a drive.
No, I've gone to 6 already, 5 or 6.
Oh, you have? Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So I went to opening night. I went to 2 games against the Cubs, a game against the Mets, 2 against Seattle, and then another one somewhere in there too. 85.
You know what I love? I love about that ballpark, and again, it's because it's a minor league. It's a lot more intimate, right? It's
fun to watch a game there, right?
It's
fun. Yeah. The whole thing with the A's, which has been, to their point, it's like, so a buddy of mine lives out in Roseville, lives out there, and he's a season ticket holder. And he made a good point. It was like, and this was the same thing at the Coliseum. When you go to the Coliseum, and the same thing as Sacramento, when you go there and you buy beers or anything there, you never feel good. You always feel like they're getting every last nickel from you. There's no special on a beer. There's no like, hey, a bucket of beers for like, 40. It's $18 a piece and screw you. You just always, it is what it is at the end of the day, right? You're going to the ball game, but there's nothing there that makes you feel good of like, oh, they care. And it's always been like that about the Coliseum too. So I could see that. I'm not there to watch the to do all that stuff. I buy it, but I can see everyone else's point when they bring the family. It's like it is a crappy feeling when you have that.
Oh, I know. The prices are just absolutely ridiculous. But the experience, the only thing I didn't like is just the music was so loud. I mean, it was just blaring for that small stadium. It was just, that's the only thing I had an issue with. And I hate this is just me. I can't stand the in-between innings shtick that they have, the swag and all. It's like, it seems amateurish.
So cheap. It's just so like, hey, man.
It's carnival time.
Stop messing with us. We know what you're doing.
I don't give a shit about a freaking shirt being launched out of a cannon.
Yeah, hey, Dallas Braden and Jenny Campbell are throwing shirts. Hey, stop, right, man.
Exactly. That's exactly. It's like, man, just it's okay if there's nothing going on.
Just don't force it. We're not dumb. Okay. Yeah, I hear you.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. All right, well, that's cool. Hey, man, well, I'll let you go because I'm gonna shut it down here in a little bit, and then man, we're gonna have. Hey, maybe we'll do this again in July. How's that sound? When they
100%.
And you know what? Sure. We'll come on your show next time. How about that?
Love it. I love it, brother.
Awesome.
Eric, thank you, brother. It's been a blast, man.
Awesome, guys. Make sure you check out Booney there on Locked On A's for all your A's content. Right on, Booney. Take it easy, buddy.
Take care, fellas. Take care, guys. See you later.
See ya. All right, guys. There was Booney from Locked On A's. Guys, again, like I said, go check his stuff out. Does a post game every single night with the A's post game. So check it out, guys. You will not be disappointed. That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. All right, guys. Okay, what do we got out here? Hey, guys, let's take care of some work here. Maybe some guys are hanging over from Locked On A's. We're doing a fundraiser for a young lady who is going through a tough time, got a rare form of liver cancer. And we're auctioning off 4 Giants tickets, front row Giants tickets, guys. And let me play this promo. It kind of fills in on what's going on, and then we could talk a little bit more about it. Here we go.
Giant Sports Talk Live and the NorCal Sports Network have teamed up to give back to the community. We ask for your support as we aid in Haley Busby's fight for life in her battle with liver cancer. To take part in this fundraiser, you can purchase an entry for just $20, and the winner receives 4 front row dugout seats at Oracle Park for your choice of an August 8th game versus the Washington Nationals or the August 29th game when the Giants host the Baltimore Orioles. The winner will also get an on-field experience on game day and attend batting practice. So secure your entry now as eligibility is limited. Draw date to be determined. The Busby family, Giant Sports Talk Live, and the NorCal Sports Network thank you for your participation and contribution to this worthwhile event, covering the San Francisco Giants and giving back to those in need in 2025. Giant Sports Talk Live and the NorCal Sports Network.
All right, there we go, guys. So if you guys got an extra $20 laying around and you guys want to help out a great cause and then have a chance to win some fantastic tickets, just let me know in the chat and I'll throw up the QR codes, send the QR codes. I have a preference of the number that you would like to have, and we'll throw you in there, guys. So again, it's going to go to a great cause. And hey, and you get to, again, like I said, have a chance to win some fantastic tickets to go watch. Again, go on the field for batting practice. Your name will be up on the scoreboard. So it's going to be some pretty cool stuff, guys. All right. Hey, Anthony, thank you, sir. Good shit, Eric and Booney. That was awesome, man. Awesome. By the way, guys, Glenn couldn't make it today. He's got family that visited him today, and it's a little bit packed inside their apartment. So he took the day out. He knew we were going to have a guest today, so it worked out well. So yeah, Glenn will be back tomorrow. Do you have the updated square sheets? Not yet. Dan was communicating with me. Sounds like he's had some people that were interested in some squares. So if he has any update, I can update that square sheet. But this is currently where we're at with that sheet right here. I think someone might be buying number 40, if I'm not messing it up. So this is the updated sheet that I have currently. Again, there's plenty of numbers left to be had. If you guys are interested, I'm going to be buying another one here shortly. And then you did buy one. Okay, right on. Mark, did you already send the $20? And if you did, let me know because I'll change it up right now. Which number did you get, Mark? And as we're waiting for Mark, let's see what else we got here in the chat. BC, what's up, BC? I see you. I see you. Eldridge, yes, sir. Martin, yes. Yes, sir. Eldridge had a big day today. 2 home runs, batting .306. Kid is doing it in AA. You bought number 63. Right on. DJ Dog, Ace pitching is trash. Man, yeah, today was tough, man. JP Sears, he didn't have it today. He just didn't. And look, it's going to happen, right? You're going to have days where you just don't have it. But it sucks to not have it in a place like Oracle. Because Oracle is a great place for a starting pitcher to throw or to work his craft, so to speak. All right, there we are. Mark Graves is in there. Okay. Save as. Just give me a moment here, guys, as I update this. And it is updated. Right on. Right on, Mark. Thank you, sir, for donating your $20. Much appreciated, sir. All right, let me delete that one. Delete that and bring this one up here. Where is it at? All right. As it's coming up, put that back on. All right. You bet, Mark. You bet. But you got another decent pitch. Hey, DJ, you got another decent pitcher coming starting tomorrow with Severino. Again, pitching in Oracle Park. So you look, if you got a good starting pitcher, you never know. You never know. And I guess tomorrow's going to be another evening game tomorrow too. So it should be decent for him to pitch. The Sunday game, I don't know what it's supposed to be like in San Francisco. I think it's supposed to be nice here in the Valley. It's going to only be in the 70s, so it's going to be freaking awesome. Probably be even better in the Bay Area. All right, here we go. Let's see make sure this is updated. There you are. Number 63, Mark G is in there. Right on, dude. Sweet. Again, guys, if you're interested, just let me know. Zach Hampel was at Sutter Health. Who is Zach Hampel? You got to fill me in because I have no idea who Zach Hampel is. Got to fill me in, guys. I don't know who Zach Hampel is. Again, I want to thank Booney for coming on, man. That was freaking awesome, dude. Great baseball conversation. And, sitting there talking about the A's, talking about Giants, baseball in general. It was awesome. Great conversation. I can't wait to do that again. And Giant Sports Talk Live will go over to Locked On A's next time we do this. Maybe in July when the Giants travel to Sacramento to face the A's. I know who that is then. Okay, you're okay. You're talking about the guy who catches foul balls. Is that the guy, or home run balls or whatever? A very controversial baseball fan. Okay. I think I know who it is. DJ comes in and says, Butler seems to hate playing the game right now. Confidence at the plate is at a low right now. Some players are going to go through that sometimes. The key is, how does he get through it? Can he get through it? Is it something that's going to always be lingering, or is it something that is he in a funk and then he can get through it? So let's see what happens. I mean, the guy is a talented player. Let's see what happens, man. As a Giants fan, I would love to see Lawrence Butler in right field, to be honest with you. Again, let's see if he can pull it together. He's like a 50-year-old walking cue ball that tackles everyone he sees for a ball. Ooh, tackles. Tackles. Wow. That's tough. The heck is going on? What is going on? All right, what is going? Oh, you know what? I made something funny the other day, but I haven't put anything. I got to put some more visual to it. Right now, it's just a black screen, and it wouldn't do its service. Enjoy your podcast. Listen every morning on the way to work. Hey, right on. Thanks, DJ. Much appreciated, man. Thank you, sir. Hey, we love coming on here and just talking baseball, man. Absolutely. Good stuff. Appreciate the support, man. I have fun doing this. That's the important part. If I didn't have fun doing this, well, then I wouldn't be doing it. This is good stuff. Sean is asking how you buy a square. I'll tell you how you can buy a square. If you're interested, I could bring up the QR codes. Here we go. Do you prefer Venmo or Zelle, Sean? What do you prefer, Sean? Just let me know, and I'll throw up the QR code, and then you could scan it. Send your $20 with a number preference, and then we'll get you loaded up in the squares. And now here, I'll tell you what. There's the updated squares. Venmo, okay, right on. Well, there's your squares. Hold on. Let me just throw this up here real quick. Venmo. There's Venmo. All right. It's going to go to our good friend Ibrahim. He's our treasurer in all this business that we're doing, and once he gets a verification of the money that has been sent, he'll let me know. And then, or if you tell me, hey, I'm taking your word for it. But if Ibrahim tells me you didn't send it, then I'll have to pull you off. But yeah, just scan that code right there. And then that should be time enough for you to scan. And then in the notes, just put what number that you prefer. If you don't have a preference, well, then we'll throw your name in there somewhere. But there you go. That is the available numbers up to this point. Don't do 40 because I think 40 might have been taken. I will verify that, whether or not number 40 has been taken. Should the Giants sign Austin Barnes? Nope. Martin, nope. I'd rather just stick with Huff. Austin Barnes isn't doing a damn thing. No, thank you. Pass on the guy. He did take 40. He did. Okay. Thanks, Mark. So 40 is taken. I just don't have the name for him yet. So I got to wait until find out who that was. Mark, do you happen to know who it was by chance? Offhand? I just texted Dan to see if it was taken. All right, Sean, just let me know what number you would like, sir, and then we'll put you in there. Let me see. All right. What happened to the number 28? Oh. Whoa, what the heck? Wait a second. What the heck's going on there? They messed up. That's what they did. They messed up. I didn't even pay attention to that. 38 is actually supposed to be 28. Let me fix that. I don't know why they did that. I pulled it off the damn web. Hold on one second. I can fix that. Easy breezy. Oh, come on. What's going on here? Let's go. Make it a little bit bigger. Bear with me, guys. Come on. There we go. Yeah, whoever did this messed this up. Hold on one second. Bear with me, guys. Just fixing this up. There's that. Almost done. There we are. Now the rest are done. Cool. Done. Save as. There. Much better. Much better. Get rid of this one and add it. There. All right. What do we got here? Joey, thank you, sir, for pointing that out. Didn't even pay attention. Josh Murasett took number 40. Josh Murasett. All right. As soon as I get verification that he paid, then his name will go on there. Joey. I'll just put Josh M. I'm sorry. I also fix it now. Josh M. And if it doesn't go through, well then we'll take him off. Make sure I get his name right. Josh M. Gary. Let's go back to the red. He's in there. Good. All right, there we go. Cool. Cool. Now I got to update this again. What happened to 101? There you go. Where the heck is it? Right there. All right, cool. Upload it. All righty. Anyways, to recap. Giants win big today. Big. 9-1. 9 times. The Giants scored 9 times, guys. That was unbelievable. Wilmer Flores, what a night. A grand slam, a 3-run shot, and a 1-run shot. He was 1 2-run shot from a home run cycle. Has anyone ever hit a home run cycle in Major League history? Someone had to have, right? There had to have been at least one person that hit a home run cycle. Grand slam, 3-run shot, 2-run shot, single shot. It's had to have happened. But, hey, Booney brought up a great point. There are some really good at-bats from the Giants today. Look, the lineup looked totally different than what they had in the past. Lately, the lineups has been a little bit inconsistent at best. But the Giants today, man, they were putting up some really good at-bats. And, look, you got to give them credit. I hope they could keep that up. Look, are you going to do that every single night where you're putting up 9 runs? No. But I like the approach that the Giants had today. They did a really good job because, I mean, JP Sears, he came in today with some really good numbers. He's a good pitcher. He's not a scrub by any stretch of the imagination. So it was nice to see the Giants go out there and actually take care of business. And Webb, come on, man. Webb was freaking fantastic tonight, man. Fantastic. Good stuff from Logan Webb, man. Goes 8 innings. He was on a track to go complete game, man. He was on track to go complete game shutout. The 8th inning got a little bit out of hand. He was able to get out of it. Beautiful double play that he turned. It's awesome. It was good stuff. Just paid for one square. You'll take number 22. Let me make sure. Yep, 22 is available. You got it, man. Sean, do you just want to go by Sean and that's it? Let me see. Yeah, I'm just going to put you a Sean. I know you'll know who you are. If there's another Sean, then I'll ask for their last name. But I got you in as Sean. There you are. Save as. All right, another update. Let's do this. Wow, look at this. Busy today, man. You guys are keeping me busy. But that's good. Delete that. Bring it up. Load it up. You betcha, man. Call him Sean Clark. There you go. Sean Clark. I get it. The number 22. Absolutely. All right, there you are. There you go. You got number 22 up there, Sean. We got Josh M at number 40. And at number 63, we got Mark Graves. Sold 3 squares today. Right on, man. Thank you guys. Much appreciated for all your guys' contributions to this. It's going to be awesome. Awesome. Like I said, it's cool that you get to win the tickets, or a chance to win the tickets, I should say. But it's even better that we're helping a fantastic cause and helping this young woman get some extra money. Jack Clark, Will Clark, Sean Clark, and Eli Whiteside. You forgot Christian Arroyo, Dallas. You forgot about Christian Arroyo. Oh, yeah, Jake Peavy. He had 22 as well, right? Yeah, that's right. Forgot about that one. A World Series winning Jake Peavy. Remember, he got a ring here for the Giants back in 2014. Matter of fact, he was the big trade acquisition during the 2014 season, if I'm not mistaken. And McCutcheon. Oh, don't forget. Man. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of them, right? Jack, Will, Eli, Peavy, McCutcheon, and now Sean. Sean is now donning the double deuces. All right, cool. Well, let's see. I think I'm going to get ready to shut it down here. Man, I got a funny thing to play, but I can't do it yet. It would not. Glenn has to be here for it. Glenn has to be here before it. Unless he's in a chat. Glenn, you in the chat? I put something together just for you, my friend. If you're in the chat, Glenn, I'll play it. I got no damn pictures to it. So it's just going to be a black screen, but the audio is perfect. It's a work of art, man. A work of art. Right on, Ibrahim. What's up, buddy? Woo! Woo! Hey, Ibrahim, did you get the guy for number 40? I think his name is Josh. And then Mark Graves should be down for 63. Let me know if that's good to go, Ibrahim. If not, I will take them down, man. So no one in the MLB has hit for the home run cycle. A couple of minor leaguers have. Wow. God, that would have been awesome, dude. Hey, right on. Hey, take care of business, Ibrahim. Take care of business. We got it, man. Also got yours, Mark, and another from Josh. There we go. We're good to go. We're perfect. Heading home from your niece's Little League Championship victory. Woo! There you go. It's good to drive home from a victory than a defeat. Right on, man. That's cool. Glad you had a great Friday night there, Ibrahim. Awesome. Make sure you catch the show later, man. Me and Booney, it was good stuff. good stuff today with Booney, man. I really enjoyed that. I just love talking baseball with the whole, but you guys, if you guys have been following me, I've had a fantastic opportunity to talk baseball with a bunch of guys, man. I freaking love it, dude. I love it. This is so much fun. I really enjoy doing this, and I like helping out as many people as I possibly can in pursuing their joy of talking about baseball too, man. We got freaking Kyle Soder, who just started his own channel. You got skaters. You got Marty Lurie, who's now in YouTube. Glenn Kuiper is out there now doing some YouTube stuff. Of course, Dan, myself, even your dynasty, Hum Baby. Yeah, Hum Baby's pretty much the guy who started it all, right? Even Locked On Giants, he's been out there for a while, and I might be missing somebody. But yeah, it's just fun out there talking baseball and just having fun, specifically Giants, but we also get into other baseball stuff. But yeah, I saw that. Yeah, Char hit a bomb. Here, let me see. It might be. Hold on, let me see. Let me download it. If it's too big, let me see. It might be pretty quick. It might be good because I got to do the damn conversion. Hold on 1 second, then I'll get into it. Yeah, Adobe Express. Video, convert. Downloads, video. All right, it's converting right now, and then we'll show Charlie's newest home run today. All right. Mini pins, exactly. Where we got over here? Don't forget Chardall, yeah, of course. Drew, thank you. Be without remiss if I did not mention Chardall. Thanks, Senior. Appreciate it, man. It was fun, man. It was awesome. Awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff. Charlotte, I would have you on. I'll bring you. How about tomorrow? Because we're still streaming live with Locked On A's as well. So I don't want to mess that up. I'm gonna take in consideration other people's has their content being streamed as well. So got to be careful with that. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend. Yeah, tomorrow, Chardall. I'll bring you on tomorrow. Oh, I got the squares fixed. For some reason, they screwed up. Whoever freaking made those squares suck. As you can see, I fixed it. We now have a 28, 38, 48, 58. I don't know what the hell they were doing. Chardall, did you make this square? We got it fixed, though. It's all good. It's all good. Hey, right on, Tom. There you go. Like I said, some things are a little bit more important. Late to the show, my son graduated from Fresno State. Right on, dude. Missed the game, but looked like it was fun. Right on, Tom. Hey, congratulations. I know how it is to be a parent and having a child graduate college. Last summer, my daughter graduated from UCSC, and I understand the joy that you must be feeling right now. That is freaking awesome. Good stuff, Tom. Right on. Glenn couldn't make it today, Dan. He's got family that are that are visiting him, and it's a packed house where he's living, so he couldn't make it today. He'll be back tomorrow. Euphoric shock. I couldn't believe it, man. That was crazy. He was worked up after the 2 home runs, and then after the 30, he had to take a shower. Oh my gosh. Yes, Chardall. Wilmer hit 3 bombs today. 1 2-run home run away from the home run cycle. That's crazy. That's just crazy, man. Who would have thought that at Oracle Park on a cool night? Was anyone at the game, by the way? Hey guys, was there anyone at the game today? Was it windy at all? It didn't look like there was much wind. A 12-hour statute of limitations of discussing Wilmer home runs. Oh man. All right. Oh, hold on. Is it done? Oh, let me download it. It's done converting. I'll download it and then we'll play this and get out of here. I think I got room. Man, I got so many videos in here and stuff. Goodness gracious, man. I guess I could get rid of. Yeah, I could get rid of this one. Delete this. Let's see. Make sure. Okay, cool. All right. Let's see if it lets me add it. There it is. Think I might have success. We'll see. Verlander was having flat. Oh, yeah. Lou was there. Hold on. He sent me the photos. Oh, my gosh, dude. Let me see the video. Oh, hold on. This might be better. Let me see. Actually, I got it on my phone. It's going to be a little bit weird. Yeah, I see you. Hold on. Let me see this. It shows the file, but it just shows the link. Hold on. Let me see something. I don't know if that's going to work or not. Nope. But I got it. He sent it to me on my phone as well. Hold on. Let's try this. You know what? Hold on. Let's turn out the lights. This will be better. You can see where the dugout is. Again, this is from Lou Marston. Right there by where that, the far side where the dugout entrance. That's pretty cool. I think he sent another one as well. Hold on one second. This is the end of the game, I believe. There you go. That's where the seats are going to be. That's pretty damn cool, man. There you go. Again, those movies were taken from the seats that you could win if you buy a square. You have a chance to win 4 of those tickets that's where the view you will have. Freaking awesome. Again, thanks to Lou, man. If it wasn't for Lou, we wouldn't be able to have these tickets. So I very much appreciate Lou these 4 tickets and helping out this young lady. And it's awesome. It's good stuff. He was at the game today. He saw a fantastic game today. Man, oh man. Giants putting up 9 runs. Again, 8 of those runs coming off the bat of Wilmer Flores. That's just freaking awesome. Good stuff. All right, let's look at Charlie's home run. Here we go. For those of you who don't know who Charlie is, it is the son of senior softball games. He's an up-and-coming star right now in Little League.
Nice job, Eddie. Good job.
Nice. Wow. Well, here's a question. Would that hit the cars? I saw cars driving out there. If it clears that fence, is it hitting cars? It sure as hell looks like it is. Again, Dallas, he chimes in. Home run cycle has never occurred in the MLB, which has only had 19 instances of a player hitting 4 home runs in one game. Yeah. We will forever be stuck in portrait mode for so many videos. There you go. Like how balanced that swing is. That sounded awesome, by the way, off the bat. I tried doing it off the email, Dan, it wasn't working. It just says file. It gives me the big old long address. It doesn't show the actual file. Yeah, he reached out. He did. He crunched it. That was awesome. It cleared the car that would drive. Oh, and it hit the apartments. Holy crap. Dallas, let's send Lamont to work with him. Pick up a few tips. Oh, that's good stuff, man. I like it. That's good stuff. All right, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. Went just over an hour. Again, a big thanks to Booney from Locked On Giants, or I'm sorry, Locked On A's, joining me today, talking some baseball. Again, first game of the 3-game series between the Giants and the A's. It was a lot of fun. Again, we'll do it again in July when the Giants go visit the A's, and we'll go over there and join his podcast. So it should be a lot of fun. Again, guys, thanks for hanging out here on this Friday night. Primo, what is up, man? What is up? Thanks, Morkatna. Again, thanks for hanging out. What do we got? Mr. Bacon Big Mac. What happened? What happened? This game didn't pay attention. I was out of. Hey, if you're an A's fan, Mr. Bacon, it's probably best that you didn't know what happened. Giants won 9-1. Wilmer Flores had 3 home runs, a grand slam, a 3-run shot, and a 1-run shot. Solo shot, I should say. So, yeah. And Logan Webb went out there and absolutely dealed. He went 8 innings, only gave up 5 hits, 1 earned run, 4 strikeouts. So, there you go, Mr. Bacon Big Mac. All right, guys, I'm out of here. You guys enjoy the rest of your Friday night. We'll be back here Saturday night. Do it all over again, guys. Maybe the Giants could get the series win tomorrow. Let's hope so. Anyways, enjoy your weekend. We'll see ya. Woo!
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.